Well, for more on this, Luciano Zaccara joins us now live from Doha. He's an associate professor at the Gulf Studies Center at Qatar University. It seems like Israel is really expressing its intent with this attack. More than 320 people killed and more bodies still being retrieved. Were you surprised, not just by the attack, but by how significant it was? And what do you think it shows about Israel's military plans for Gaza going forward?
Well, I'm not surprised, because this is what we have seen, that they were getting ready for this. The resumption of hostilities was always on the table. It was never withdrawn. I mean, even Trump gave a green light to this to happen. He said that if you consider that this is the best way to do it, do it. He will not put any obstacle. So there was nothing preventing this to happen. The army was getting ready in the borders in order to start again land invasion. This so far did not happen, but eventually it may happen, because people already started to move, to escape from the north again. So it opens the room for a ground invasion if Israel wants to do it again. But of course, what I was not expecting is the dimension of this. I didn't expect this massive attacks. I was expecting something more chirurgical, or something that they could justify in a way to say that they were preventing Hamas to rearm, which is actually what they are saying, that they did this attack to prevent this to happen. But this way, killing so many people in a massive way by treason overnight, this is something that nobody could have expected. I mean, the only one that expected that was the U.S. administration, because they were informed about that. But they assume that the critics will come from all over the world of what happened.
So you're expecting perhaps something a little bit more measured, a little bit more subtle, which is not what we've seen over the last few hours. And then, I mean, you said, obviously, you know, there are preparations going on for a ground invasion. Given what we've seen tonight, how likely do you think that is, in terms of whether a full-scale ground invasion, perhaps even more significant than what we saw last year? How likely do you think that is?
Yeah, I mean, it's likely. It has been always likely. We never discarded that to happen. The problem is, what is the end game of Netanyahu in this case? I mean, the idea to pressure Hamas to release the rest of the hostages by killing as many people as they can, including the hostages, because they don't know where they are, is not the best strategy. I assume that this will receive a lot of opposition and criticism within Israel. But it's clear that he's not interested in that kind of opposition. He's disregarding the concerns of the families of the hostages that they are still in Gaza. And he's more interested in, I would say, achieving the main goal that he stated since the very beginning, which is to eliminate physically and politically Hamas, something that we know is impossible from the military point of view. Biden already said that a long time ago, that this is not going to be won in a military way. And politically, more time Israel keeps doing that, more people would be likely to join Hamas. So it is clear for me since the very beginning that this peace deal was under pressure, and they accepted that with the condition that they could resume hostilities anytime they wanted. And this is what Trump gave guarantees for.
So you effectively agree with Hamas then, do you, that Netanyahu and his government have basically decided to sacrifice the hostages in order to carry out some of their other goals and desires?
From the very beginning, I think after January 2024, we already noticed that the hostages were not a priority, that the main priority was the military one. We know that the fact that the peace deal was, I mean, the ceasefire was finally signed, represented for more, I mean, many people inside the cabinet and many far-right politicians outside the government. This meant a defeat for Israel. So they didn't see the ceasefire as a winning move, but as a defeat. So they felt humiliated by the ceasefire. So they were not interested in continuing the ceasefire. And it seems that Netanyahu was more interested in recovering the support of all these people that they were pushing for the resumption of hostilities, rather than the families that they keep asking for the release of the hostages. It seems that he's satisfied with the amount of people that they were released already, and they say, okay, we don't know so far if they are alive or not, and with this new situation, they may die as well. So, yeah, sadly, it seems that he sacrifices them.
Okay, Luciano Zaccara from Qatar University in Doha, thank you so much for joining us on TRT World.
Thank you.